All right, all right. Hey, everybody. It is Wednesday. So that means it's community code review. It's 14:30 UTC. Thank you so much for showing up and watching this video. You were looking at all the different things on YouTube, and now you've clicked on this. And you're here with Harsha and Gideon and myself. We are a part of the Gimbalabs crew. You're seeing the Gimbalabs, not my face. You're seeing the Gimbalabs Notion board. And here is the tasks that we're doing. It might seem a little bit chaotic, but here is what we're in. It's a Project Catalyst funded thing, and we're doing community code review where we learn Aiken line by line with our peers, like friends. And this session is on the 21st of January, 2026, and it's down in here. What we wanted to talk about is, oh, which one? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Let's see if we can move this into in progress. And it's actually, this one is where we've taken our notes. We have these YouTube videos. We'll also make shorts. We'll write some tweets about it. Who's all here today? We have got Newman, Harsha, and Gideon.
And
You,
Ahmad is
because
here.
hey Ahmed,
Hi, Newman. Hi, everyone.
hey man.
Hey, hey.
So we're just introducing everything. What we're going to work through today, we had some discussion as whether we wanted to continue on like what we did last week with the Builder Fest ticketing. We did that also in the mesh work group yesterday. But I think what we want to do is we want to go through this Rees Morgan Aiken course.
Okay. Now let's get to the high level. Can you minimize uh like the endpoints, like the spend endpoint, and if there are any other endpoints, can you minimize them so that we can see exactly what endpoints are being hit in this validator?
I got you. I'm gonna minimize the spend, and it
Mm,
looks like there's just one.
yep.
Am I not seeing that right?
Yep. So maybe it's just the spend endpoint. There's no other endpoints. So maybe it's
Yeah,
just
that's
a
it.
spend script. So
Yeah.
Gideon, Newman, or Ahmad. So if you say you have only like 5 minutes and you want to understand this validator, how would you go about this? If you had to
Okay.
quickly understand the high level of this validator, what is this validator doing? What would you do?
Okay.
Hmm.
So I'll basically look at the redeemers. I think those are
Uh-huh.
the actions that the validator is actually performing.
Okay.
So we can see visibly, we can see M buy,
Mm-hmm.
M edit, and
Yeah. Newman, can you minimize those M by, M edit, and MD list? Okay. So
Nice.
that's a really good way to do this. So
Yep. Yeah.
immediately it is telling you something. What is it telling you? M by M edit M something, MD list.
okay. So my quick guess will be like maybe like NFT platform or something like that, where
Correct.
we
So
buy
one is
NFT,
your
list
buying,
NFT.
one is your selling, and one is your delisting from marketplace in like an NFT marketplace, say jpg.store.
Yeah,
Okay. Fantastic.
Oh,
yeah.
So now you have like a high level view. So now you want to quickly jump into one of these redeemers. Say M buy. How would
okay.
you quickly go through this now? How would you try to understand the M by logic really quickly?
Okay. So
So,
um,
yeah, go ahead, Amit. Yeah.
okay. So for MBUY, definitely there has to be movement of payments or either whatever the case may be. So I think we'd like to see how money flows from who to from one point to the other, maybe from the buyer to seller and all that. So like the
Mm-hmm.
high level kind of.
Okay.
So Newman, can you scroll down to the end of M buy part?
Yeah. So
So it
here's
is.
the I think this is pretty close to everything. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, and this
Yeah,
should
yeah,
be that's the whole thing of it. This guy right here.
yeah.
You know,
So
I do love the comments. Um, and it says seller gets paid the listed amount. So this payment is a variable that comes from up. Ooh, where does it come from?
From the
so,
output, I think.
no, no.
So it
So
comes from the
expect
output.
some payment. You are
Yeah.
defining a
You're
variable
defining
called payment.
payment, yeah.
Okay. And you are saying you are expecting some. So that means you are getting this payment out from like a what is that called? From an option.
Option, yeah.
Right.
An option.
Yeah. So what are you deal? Okay, so that you are unwrapping it from an option because list.find gives an option.
Right. Right.
Go to
Right.
go to
Right.
Aiken docs quickly, Newman,
Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Here we
and
go.
look for list.find. A list.find as in the find function in the lists.
Okay. Oh shoot. I don't have it up. Aiken language.
Ah,
It's normally right over here. Here we go.
Aiken, and then standard library, and
List,
I would just go through the sidebar here. There you see the lists there. Click on go back,
list.
go to list, click on list. You clicked on list.
Yeah, right here, list. Ah,
Okay,
here we go.
beautiful. And now type find. You'll see list.find here. Just type find.
Up here?
Yeah, find. Yeah,
Mm.
click.
Okay, list I find. Yeah. Okay,
You
so
see
it
you see the
returns,
output there. You see the output as an option,
Returns an option.
and that is why you are saying expect some.
Some. Okay.
You know.
right?
Yeah. So what are the two things option can be? Option can
Some
be
and
one
Some
of
none.
two.
and none.
Yeah,
Exactly. Expect some, so it can be some or none.
Or
Yeah.
So
none.
when you say expect some, that means it should not be none.
Yes.
Make sense? Okay.
yeah.
And what does list.find do? Can one of you read the function?
So
Finds the first element satisfying the given
list
predicate.
Absolutely.
That's what. Yeah.
Absolutely. So there is a predicate function. If one of the elements of the list passes the function, then that element is immediately shown. And it only shows the first element. There could be multiple elements that pass the predicate or the function, but it'll only give out the first element. Okay, now
Right.
Newman, can you go back?
Well, just to reiterate this. So this find method takes in a list, that's the square brackets, and a function. This function in this example is defined right here, which is that x is equal to 2. And so this uh, would return, I don't know why. Yeah, anyway, this is how I'm understanding it. This would return some and 2 because of this. This one, same thing. This is the same and this is the same, but with a different list because there is no 2 here, it's going to return none. Okay.
Correct. And always
Yeah,
remember, so the predicate function we are entering is always a Boolean function. That is a
Mm.
necessity.
okay. Okay. Oh, and
Otherwise,
that's
it will
what
not
this is.
filter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The function was return a Boolean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we good. Back to where we came from, Newman.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So now can you
Oh, okay.
read this
So
expect sum and the whole thing from line 28 through 35? Can one of you guys read?
who wants to go?
Okay. Expect some payments in brackets
Mm-hmm.
equals to list dot find tx dot output, which is our transaction output.
Mm-hmm.
Then the predicate function when we're passing an output. So we're passing in
Mm-hmm.
an output to that function, and the Boolean that we are using to determine like the find logic is output dot address dot payment credentials is equal to verification key d
Okay.
dot seller.
Okay. Can you explain this in simple
Good.
English?
Yeah.
The function that's taking the predicate function. Can one of you explain in simple English? What
Yeah.
does it mean?
It
Come
means
again, Newman. I
that
didn't get you.
oh, you want me to go take it? So it means that it's it's taking this basically it's a Boolean function. We know that this is equal to this, either yes or no. That inside of this output, which I'm assuming is a big object because it's got address and payment credential, um, and then it takes this method or function that calls this in it. So this becomes a statement or variable, and this becomes a statement or variable. And if they are equal with, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going back. I'm going back. So that's the thing. X equals 2. That's this. X equals 2. And if it's inside of this list, so this is the list. So
No, it's actually like it's a simple English thing, right? What is it saying? It is saying out in the outputs list,
yeah.
find the first output that is going to the seller. That's all it is saying.
Well, what is this whole matching thing? Like, what's the function? The function is that there is that something in the output is equal to the seller. This is the seller's thing. This is another way to say the seller, right?
Yeah.
And this is
So
another way to say that inside of all of those payment credentials
it is
is
very, very
this,
simple. So what are the outputs in a transaction?
yeah,
But I'm asking you. So in a transaction, we will be taking in some inputs, UTXOs, we'll be spending them, and we will be creating outputs, correct? So
yes,
all this is
yes,
saying is in the list of outputs, find the first output that is going to the seller. And how are you finding that output that is going to the seller? You are getting the address that output is going to, and you are making sure that address is an address that the seller can seller that is owned by the seller. And
yeah,
how do we know it is owned by the seller? Because
yeah,
the seller has the verification key.
yep,
D.seller is the verification key hash. Now, do you guys remember how addresses are built? We have gone through this, I think, in the last. Um,
yeah. We go through the, yeah,
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 go to address, payment. There is a payment credential part in an address and a stake credential. Stake credential is optional, payment credential is a must. So now
yeah.
scroll down, Newman, scroll down. Oh, no, no, no. Go back,
Well,
scroll
it's
down.
here, but yeah,
Scroll down.
yeah.
Okay, now you see this. So payment credential is just an alias for a credential. If you scroll down just a little bit more, that will say that.
Ah,
Payment
right.
credential represents the spending conditions associated with some output. It is the alias
Okay.
for scroll a little bit more.
Okay.
Scroll down a little bit. Payment credential is a credential. It is an alias
Okay.
for a credential. Okay. Now scroll back up one section. Yeah. So what does it say? Verification key. It's a constructor and it takes in the verification key hash, and this gives us the credential part of an address.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
specifically if it's an address managed by an individual with a specific verification key. But if it is
Yeah.
script address, we give a script hash to get the credential. Does this make sense up until here, the address and all of this?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
Okay.
makes sense.
Okay, perfect.
And
So
it's good
now,
to go. And
Mhm.
it's good to go through these little things because this is in every validator. Every validator that I've ever seen has had this form. You
I
know,
mean, I don't know if every validator,
Harsha,
but yeah,
every
it
validator.
is, but
Harsha,
no, it's
every
not every
validator.
validator, 100% sure. But
Okay, it's
yeah,
not
no, but
every
it's a
validator.
pretty like it is
It's
used in a
common.
lot of validators.
It's a
So
common
I
one.
think it's a
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
Okay.
it's
thing
very
to
common.
understand this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So now
So
all we are doing
look through all
is
the
the
outputs,
payment.
find one with the seller. Yeah.
So the payment, what is the payment, Newman? Expect some payment, right? So what is the payment by the end of the day?
If
What is the type of payment? Yeah.
uh, an option is it an output? No,
Exactly. It is an output,
It's an output,
okay. Okay.
yes.
because
Yes.
you're looking for one specific output in the list of outputs. So payment is an output. Okay,
Yes.
now we have payment. And the output is going to the seller's address. Okay. Now, can someone read? It's just a trace statement, but can someone read 37 through 40?
Yeah. Ahmed, you want to take this one?
Okay, yeah. So it's like a trace, and we're trying to
Mhm.
like concatenate you know stuff. It reads buying assets for string dots from int asset dot lovelace or payment dot value. I think this payment is the particular output that we have, we found from the list of outputs that,
Yeah.
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 And
So
I mean, it
in
might be
general,
fun.
a trace
Might be fun.
statement, how do you guys think of a trace statement? Because I think of it as like a console.log for Aiken. How do you guys think of it?
Yeah, it's the same for me too. Yeah, it's like a
I just know it's for
console.log.
debugging and stuff.
It's to
Yeah.
print like, yeah, to print stuff on the console.
Yeah, yeah. So we are concatenating two strings, which is just like by asset. And what is the second part? String from int assets dot lovelace of payment dot value. So where did we get payment from? We got payment
From
from the
From
previous
our
line
one.
outputs, yeah.
28,
From our
Okay.
outputs.
yes.
And payment is of the type output, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And without looking at the standard library, can you tell me what are the different fields we can find in an output?
I think
Um,
an address and
Address.
okay.
value, something like that. No,
Address is one thing,
that's
There are
value
four
value.
is one thing.
fields. I think there are four
Yeah.
fields.
Yeah.
What are the full fields? So because we need to get like really good with this, just to remember these things. Address is one thing,
Okay.
correct? Value is one thing. What else?
Um,
It's like it's like the optional like stake credential or
Not stake
is there a
credential.
datum.
credential
I
thing?
think datum.
Datum in
Maybe
there?
datum, yes, datum. What else? And a script cbor, but now is a good time to go back, Newman, and check out output. What are the different fields in an output? You see this?
Datum. Oh,
Address,
good call. Who said datum?
Yeah,
value,
That was good.
address.
datum, reference script, and the
I
reference
said
script is
address.
optional.
Yeah.
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 Okay, we are good. Okay, now go back, Newman, to
Yeah.
okay. Now read this. Payment dot value. So now we found the output. The payment is the output that is going to the seller, and we are getting the value of that output.
Okay.
Okay, we are just basically printing out the payment dot value part here.
Yeah.
Okay, now read the final check, which is the important check, 42 through 44.
Yeah. This. So I'll take this one. This is an easy one. So it's basically uh, this method which you run on the payment, the value attribute of the payment, which we just saw, and then this D and price, which we saw up here. So we've got a D in the seller, and now we've
So
got a
what
D
is
in
the
the
type of
price.
D? What is a D, Newman? Can you quickly check what is a
Uh,
D and where is the D coming from?
Yeah, exactly.
Datum.
from
This should
our
be
datum.
datum. Yeah.
A
Datum, yeah.
datum. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So we set this value to the datum is
Okay.
this.
And how is
What's the
what is the
type
what
of
is the type? Yeah, what is the type of
okay.
datum?
Look at you, look
Like
at you. Wait a minute.
int
It's
So
Okay.
if you
the
look at the
ops
spend, what does it say? Option, and what is inside the
Market
option?
datum.
market
market data.
datum.
Market datum. So where is that market datum type coming from?
I think it is
Right?
From the
imported from
library.
the types module.
Yeah,
From the
from the
type.
Let's
types.
Okay.
So Newman,
let's
can you
check it
open
out.
types? Yeah.
Let's check it out. Ah, it's not. I can't use
It
my
doesn't work for
superpowers here.
Aiken, yeah.
Yeah. Gideon knows. He's like, yeah, here we go. Wait a minute. Library
Double click on
course.
the market first so that it doesn't vanish.
Oh, good call.
Now open
Um,
types.
yeah. And it's this one, right? Course types.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then
And look
mark
at
datum right
for,
there.
yeah. So what are the things inside it?
Yeah. Price and
We
Price
have
seller.
and
price
seller.
and seller.
Price
Yeah.
and seller. So price is kind of obvious. So it is, they say it's an integer. Seller is a byte array.
Entire
Do you know what the seller actually is? It is the verification key
verification.
hash of the seller
Yeah.
with which we created the verification key, right? Inside of the address. Okay.
How do you know
Uh,
that? How do you know that?
because we already
Uh
went through the logic. Go back, I'll show you. I'll show
yes.
you the logic. Scroll down a little bit, scroll down, keep scrolling down, keep scrolling. Okay, stop here. You see this
Ah,
verification key d dot seller.
okay.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
So because we are using the verification key, what is it called? Constructor, d dot seller has to be the verification key hash. So
Hmm.
go to credential, Newman. That's how you'll find it. Credential, CREDNTIL. Yeah. Go to credential. You
This
see
one.
verification key.
Yep.
If you are using that constructor, it can only take a verification key hash.
Yeah.
And that is why I
So
think d dot seller is the verification key hash of the seller. Make sense?
beautiful. In the byte array. And does that say like,
Hash is always a byte array. It's a hash.
yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just go to hash, you'll see it. Just go to
Yeah.
hash. HASH, yeah.
Ah, there it is.
A hash is nothing more than a byte array. Okay.
Professor Harsha, look at you. You are ripping, dude. Thank you. This is good. All
Nice.
right. All right. Um,
Go back.
okay. Yep, yep. Let's go back here and then let's go back here. Okay.
No, no, yeah, yeah. Okay. So now go to this. Now can you read this assets dot Lovelace of payment is equal to d dot price? What is it actually saying in simple English?
So we
That,
are saying
yeah,
that in payments dot value, we are looking for a value that equals the price that is set in our datum, d dot price. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, but
So
I have a question. So
mhm,
what does this Lovelace of actually do? I'm kind of
exactly. Now let's search
a
that.
little
What is it even doing? So
I think
it is a
function.
method that is on the assets
Mm.
part of the okay. Newman, go to no, just type Lovelace off.
Lovelace
Lovelace
of
off.
s-
Yeah. So what is it doing?
so
oh,
okay. Returns the quantity
it
of
takes in a
either
value and returns an
currency.
integer.
Yeah.
So it takes value as
Value.
the input and gives out
Mm.
an integer. The integer is the amount of ADA or the quantity of
Either.
ADA.
The
Yes.
amount.
Okay. So value can have not just ADA, but other assets also. I can put some NFTs, some random tokens, some scam tokens, all of that, but they don't care.
Mm.
They are just checking if the value of ADA is equal to the value that of the D dot price. That's all they are checking.
Yes. Okay.
Makes sense. So now can you explain m dot y in like a couple of sentences, the whole of m dot y, what is happening here? Anyone? Now that we've
M
gone
dot
through
by.
m
Yeah.
dot, yeah, m dot by. What did I say?
Well, I heard M dot Y, but yeah, this M by redeemer.
M by, yeah.
So transaction comes in that has an R value that's M by, and we know that
No,
the
no,
M
even before
by,
that, this is so basically we are spending a UTXO locked in a validator.
right?
Is that clear?
I gotcha. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. And when can you spend that UTXO? What are the conditions?
Uh, okay, when you've got datum, when you've got this market action redeemer, uh, is that right?
So
I don't
the
think I understand
conditions
the
are,
question.
I don't understand.
so we
Yeah,
just went through all the conditions to spend,
Okay.
to be able to spend the UTXO, right? All the conditions in M by are the
yeah.
conditions required to spend the UTXO that we want to spend.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So can someone summarize all the conditions for me?
Is it for
Okay.
just M by?
Just
For
M
M
by.
by.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just for M by, I think the first condition is seller gets paid the listed amount.
Correct.
And the second condition is payment value is correct. So those are the two checks that we are making for the M by redeemer.
Yeah. I think there is only one
And
check.
it's also,
Uh-huh.
wait. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Go
here's
ahead. Go ahead, Gideon.
It's going to the seller's address. That's another check, I
yeah.
think.
Correct. So there is only literally one check, which is
Ah,
the correct price going to the seller's address? That's it. That's the only check.
nah,
All
no,
of
no, no.
this.
There's two checks. There's two checks.
What is the
First one
second check?
is output to the seller address. That's the first check, like here. And then there's the second check is here, that the
So
Oh
what
payment
did,
God.
value
so
is
no,
correct.
no, no, Newman. What did I say?
Oh,
What was my sentence? Is
oh
the
God, what was
correct amount going to the seller's address, is what I
yes,
said.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
So that
yes.
is a mix of both of these checks.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it
Yeah,
going to the
that's
seller's address? Is the correct amount going to the seller's address? That's it. Okay. Now this is how
yeah.
you can buy, you can spend a UTXO. Now minimize M by. Let's try another redeemer.
Okay.
And this time I'll be silent. You guys, yeah, yeah, go for it. Can someone or all three of you like take turns in
Yeah,
like
let's see.
explaining M
So
edit
let's
to
take a
me?
look at this one. Let's just take a look. It goes from here to
Oh,
here. Now, I will say that sometimes you can just skip down and look at this because these are like weirdly like a final check. Um,
okay.
uh, and and then we can look back up in the top, but I don't know exactly why this is the case, but it's like a thing. So new datum seller
Okay.
is do this B seller and seller are equal, price and price are equal, and these signatories has the extra signatories and the seller, meaning this I feel like has that they both have access to editing this price. Um,
Yeah,
is
so
that
I
what?
think while
Yeah.
while editing like this M edits, I think it's because of those checks, those last checks at those final checks. I think it has something to do with like editing the datum or while
Okay.
editing something. Um I think the datum is involved. Yeah, because
Yeah.
by changing the datum's value and the signature, right? So
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Yes,
So
yes,
specifically,
yes.
we are, we
Okay.
are, we are working for, we're trying to change the price. So we are looking at the price. Who can edit the price
Technically, I have
okay,
a
for
small question here, guys.
listed?
So technically, when you are saying editing, are we able to directly edit the datum on a UTXO, or are we supposed to spend that UTXO and create a new UTXO?
we spend
Let's
it
find out. Let's find out.
and create a new one.
You spend it. There is no finding out because
Yeah.
this is already a spend endpoint. So all
Okay.
these three actions, M buy, M edit, and I forgot the last one, M something else, are all spend actions.
Redeem.
M
Okay,
delist.
yeah.
So all three of them, you're spending a specific
Yeah,
UTX.
I'll
So okay,
spend.
I'll keep
Okay.
quiet from here.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So let's go from the top then. Let's go from the top now.
Okay.
So when it,
Oh, so okay, yeah. I think
okay.
I have a brief on understanding of what is going on here, right? So
Okay.
if I think if we're working with an NFT, right? To be correct, are we working with an NFT?
Yes, it's like a
So,
marketplace for NFTs, I guess.
So
Yeah,
how
so
do you
what I
how do you
think
know
is
you're working with an NFT or like a fungible token or whatever? Or does it even matter if you're working with
okay,
any
whatever
of
it
them?
is, okay,
Uh-huh.
we're changing the price of whatever. Okay, because the first when we did M buy, the a buyer was buying something, right? But now
Mm-hmm.
M edit, we're changing the price of whatever the person wants to sell or whatever it is that we're selling in the marketplace. So that's what this M edit is for, is to change the price. That is just generally the purpose of M edit. You are changing the price of a listed product or NFT, whatever it is. You are changing the price. You are editing the price of it on the marketplace. So yeah. So
No, that's right. That's right. And I
yeah,
have one more question here. But can you also edit the verification key hash?
verification key hash. Like in what
I don't,
sense?
I don't think.
So the datum,
Yeah, I don't
right?
think.
Like in the datum, there are two fields. One is the price.
Okay.
The other
Yeah.
is a byte array, which is the verification key hash.
Oh,
Seller. So we know for
uh
sure we can edit the price, but can we edit the seller as well?
I don't think I don't know. We have to I don't think we're editing the seller or
Or can we edit the seller at all? How would you even know whether we can edit it or not?
I don't think so.
okay, so my guess is because the medit redeemer is taking only price as like a how will I put it now?
yep. Yep. That's a good answer. Yeah. Because it's not, it's not taking there's no input um, for the seller,
So
that
can
byte
you go
array
back to
hash.
the types one more time, Newman?
Yep.
What does M edit say? So M edit, M by doesn't have any fields. M delist doesn't have any fields, but M edit
Oh,
has a field.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
right.
they're specifically saying medit has a price field, and that is why you can only change the price. But if medit doesn't
Okay,
have a price field, that means, you know, technically speaking, you would be able to change the price and the seller. But yeah, you can go back.
Interesting. Okay.
Go ahead, you guys. I'll stop
Yeah.
disturbing you guys. But yeah.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You're gonna let us go. We do have I'm mindful of the time. We do have about 15 minutes left, so we'll try to get this one done. Uh,
okay.
let's go. Yeah.
So expect some own input. So okay. So what we are doing now is we are going through on line 48. If you look at line 48, we are going through a list, right? And we are trying to like we went over earlier, the other example that was pretty similar to this. So we're going through a list of inputs. That is tx.input, the transaction inputs. And the function that will be the predicate right here is that we're taking in the input as the parameter, and we're searching for in this list of inputs the first input in which its output reference is the same as oref. And what is oref? Where's oref
Yep.
coming
Yep.
from?
Let's see.
Can you
Yeah. Let's look and
trace that? Okay.
let's see. Oh, and I love that you do that because I do that, and I've seen others like do that too. So that's the second time. Ah, it's
Okay,
our
so yeah, it's
win.
our
Yeah,
output reference. So is the
yeah,
output reference yeah, so if and we know that a output reference is what it's is I think it's it contains two fields, right? An output, if you go to the standard library, it should be
yeah. Let's do it.
output reference
Yeah,
as it should be transaction hash and index. But let's just
yeah,
confirm. Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
transaction
yeah,
ID and the output index. So yeah, let's go back. Um so we're looking for this input output reference. We're looking if it is the same. We're looking at it to check if it is the same output reference that we supplied in to the spend validator, right? So
yeah,
if it is the same or the first input that satisfies this
yeah,
Boolean statement right here, it will be picked, then it will become our own input. And it must be there must be an input that satisfies this statement, because we're saying expect, we're trying to match the still
yeah,
stay there, expect some own inputs. We're trying to like match the type. So some, it must be some, because it could be non some and none. It's an option type. List.find will return an option. So we're looking for something. So yeah, there must be an input that match this.
And
So I
no, that's
yeah.
all perfect. So when you say own input, can one of you tell me what own input is? And where
Okay.
does this own input exist in the first place?
so we're
Okay,
setting it.
so
Yeah, go ahead, Gid. Yeah.
I would say on input is the transaction input, right? This that specific transaction input that we're working with.
No, so a transaction input. So transaction inputs is a list of inputs, correct?
Oh yeah,
All
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
inputs. So this
Okay, yeah.
specific input in that transaction, where is this input coming from? Where is this own input coming from? Where do you think it
Mm,
is existing at this point in time? Before spending, before the transaction goes through, where is this own input existing? The own
I
input
well, I
is the
it,
input we are spending from the validator,
okay. Oh,
correct? So when you
yeah.
say always in a spend endpoint, you see these four things, right? Datum, market action, OREF, which is the output reference, and the transaction, correct? So the output
Yes.
reference is basically pointing to the UTXO that we are currently spending.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are using this output reference to find the full input. So can one of you tell me what is the connection between an input, output, and an output reference? So I mentioned three words: input, output reference, and output. What is the connection between these three things?
Okay, so I the connection between the three of them is that an input
Mm-hmm.
basically contains an output reference and
Mm-hmm.
then the output itself.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now
yeah.
that we have the output reference, we are finding the input. That means we are finding the whole big object, which contains both the output reference and the output in
Oh,
the first step.
yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
Now it makes sense? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
All right. So let's own hash equals own input dot output dot address dot payment credential. Okay. So we've gotten once we've gotten our own inputs. So we've gotten our input from line 47. So we're looking at that since we've like singled out that input from the list of transaction inputs. So we can go ahead and work with that specific inputs that is related to this context of this transaction itself. So from that input, we're trying to get, like I said earlier, input contains an output, then the output reference. So we're looking at the output, then we're getting the address from that output and the payment credential. The payment credential, like I think yeah, it should be like the verification key hash because we went over it earlier. I remember if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So is the
Mm-hmm.
either verification key or the script, but in this context, I think we're working with verification key. So the verification key
So
hash
so
that
so
will
why are you saying it's a verification key, and why is it not a script key in your opinion?
wait. Wait.
Oh boy.
It might be scripts because I
No,
was
I don't
Go
spending
believe
ahead,
it
that.
Newman.
from
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah. I'm thinking maybe it might be script after all. Can I go back to the code?
This one.
Yeah.
This
Go
one.
back to the code.
Okay.
Yeah. Um.
So the question is, how do we know this payment credential, whether this payment credential is a verification key or a script key, correct?
So I think we have to find out where the input is. Like if the input is the input, we have to ask ourselves like, is the input in a validator? Is the input locked in a validator? Because if it's locked in a validator, then to be a script key
Credential,
hash,
correct?
then
Correct. So
yeah.
so now if you scroll up slightly, Newman,
Yeah.
to the spend script purpose, spend. So now where did we get that input from? We get that input from that output reference, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And if a spend is taking a specific output reference, that means that output necessarily exists in the validator. Only then can a spend take it, because this is a validator spend output, right? So the validator is saying, if you want to spend this output, these are the conditions you need to follow. Does that make
Sorry,
sense?
can you go over it again? I'm not sure
Yeah,
I'm following.
absolutely. So we got the input based on this output reference, which is OREF,
Yes.
correct? This OREF is
Yes.
provided because we are trying to spend that output, so spend that input,
Okay.
correct?
Yes.
And that input has to be in the validator. That is why we are able to spend it inside of this logic bracket.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so that is why this is a script credential. Does that make sense? Now, is it all making sense?
Yeah, it makes sense now. Makes sense.
Okay, cool. So if you
Yeah.
have questions, please ask. We have all the time in the world to keep going at this. Yep.
Yeah.
Same with you, Ahmed and Newman. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right.
And
Okay.
that's
So
great. It's great. Mhm.
yeah. So we've established that own hash is going to be a script hash since it's coming from the input is coming from the script. Yeah. So let's continue with line 53. So expect okay, so script output has some value as input, what the comment is saying. Okay, so um we're verifying that the output has some value, right? So okay, expect some on input is equal to list dot find transaction dot output, then output dot address dot payment credential equals on credential and output dot value equals on input dot output dot value. So what are we saying here? So we're looking for an output in the list of transaction outputs that in which is payments credential is the same as this on hash. And what is this on hash? The on hash is the script is the script hash of the validator where we logged the output, right? Yeah. So
Yeah. That
should I
own hash
continue?
is this guy. This own
Yeah,
hash is this guy right there.
yeah. So okay, the output, um, okay, so from the transaction output, we're looking for that output that the payment credential has the same address as the script hash, right? And that output must also contain a value, and the value must be the same as own input dot output dot value. So our input value we're looking at our input value, right? So the
Yep.
output must contain the same value contained in the inputs, or yeah, in the inputs, right? So that is what this line is saying.
Okay.
Yeah, this series of lines rather. So
Yeah. So now that Gideon has gone through these lines, either Newman or Ahmed, can you explain this 53 to 59 in simple
Y-
English? What is it
Yeah.
saying?
Ahmed, you want to take a chance at it, or you want me to go?
Uh, okay, so line 53. So we are the function is looking for is taking in every output from our transaction and searching through all those output to find, you know, the output that contains our own hash and the input that has a value that we are looking for before we can export. I think that is how I understand this particular.
Yeah, it's funny. My epiphany is, who is the own here? Like there's, because you're you're making a comparison. This is the sort of the main thing. It's making two comparisons using this conditional, this Boolean logic. Uh, it's saying that in this list of outputs that did I get just mixed up? But it's saying that this part, so this is the, I think own is the script
Exactly. So,
hash,
so that is
and the
actually like
script,
a pretty standard convention now that I've seen so many scripts. When you are
yeah,
referring to own anything, own something, that means you're referring to the script in general. Own input
yeah,
is the input from the script. Own hash is the script hash. Own output is the output that is going back to the script.
yeah,
Make
yeah,
sense?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And so
So,
basically, it's just saying, do these things match up? Like when the 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 inputs output, just so it gets so silly. Um, when the transaction that's coming in, the payment credential matches the payment credential of the script, and the outputted value of the transaction coming in matches the own uh, value of the existing hash script,
exactly. No,
whatever.
you got it. You got it right. Now, if
Yeah,
you want to think about this on a high level, okay.
yeah,
So I have an NFT locked in a UTXO at a market validator. Okay. And I say, for example, my NFT costs 200 ADA right now. Okay.
yeah,
With the M edit, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to change the price of 200 ADA to 300 ADA, for example. So what this is saying is, if I want to change the price from 200 to 300, I need to make sure there is exactly one input that is coming, the one input in the validator that I'm trying to spend. And
okay.
once I edit it, there is exactly one input that is going back to the validator, and the
Yes.
value inside that UTXO remains the same for both the input and the final output. The value, as in not the datum, the price is in datum, so the datum can change, but the value itself. Say, for example, I'm selling one
Okay.
NFT, so the
Okay.
value should have the same
Oh,
NFT in there. Make sense?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now we are almost there to the end of Medit. Okay, go ahead, you guys. Anyone that wants to take the rest?
So this inline datum is the uh, is this the script datum becomes this inline datum. The inline, and we've got this expect, meaning that it can fail here if it's that's established.
No, no, no. You'll have to go through that again. What are you saying?
Uh, it, this is what is the script's output datum, own output
Which is
is Where is this inline? Inline datum is the
So let's discuss datum in the first place, right?
son
What are
of
the
a
different kinds of datum that can exist in a UTXO? What are the three states that can exist? One is no datum, and the second is that there is datum. And
Yeah.
how can datum exist? What are the two types?
some and none.
There's
No,
inline datum and there's I think just is it,
datum
there's
hash.
inline datum, yeah, then there's datum hash, yeah.
Yeah, to go to datum, Newman.
Yep. No
What is
datum,
it?
datum hash, and inline datum. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what are
Yes.
they saying? In our case, they are saying it has to be inline datum. It's not a hash. If
Oh,
it's
Okay.
a hash, we cannot
yes.
read it. So
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
see.
if there is a hash, we cannot read it. We can't like decipher the hash.
Mm.
Hash is a
I'm just
one-way
gonna look up
function.
here. I just want to look up here really quick. Market datum, Oracle datum. Is there? No, there's no
Let's
other.
go back first to market .ak
Okay, okay.
to
Back
the
up
inline
here.
datum where it is.
It just says market datum. Market datum.
Okay.
But it's not hashed. I guess it's a byte array and an int. It's not a
So
hash.
Newman, no, 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 it's not a hash, but um, we can either provide a hash instead of, so if we want other people to read a specific datum,
Yeah.
we will provide inline datum. But if it
Okay.
is a
Yeah.
secret, we'll provide a hash.
Okay.
Does
All
that make
right.
sense?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we are back to 62.
Yeah. So basically that means, so now I'm getting crossed up with the whole like this datum
Yeah.
is exist.
So
Yeah. Go ahead.
let me just okay. I would say okay, so we're taking the output, right? The same output, own output, which is the script output that is going back to the script, right? So we're
Yeah.
looking at the datum of that output, and okay, we're making sure that it's first of all in line 62, we're making sure that the datum associated with that output is an inline datum, right? So then on line 63, then we're checking to make sure that the datum is a market datum, right? So I don't know if you
Right.
get that.
No, that
So
makes
I
perfect
just
sense to me. First,
yeah,
in the first one, they are defining a variable called datum and they are unwrapping it from the inline datum constructor.
yes,
And then once you have unwrapped it from the inline datum constructor, they are making sure this datum is of the type market datum.
yes,
Do you get it, Newman and Ahmed?
Yep. Yep. That new datum, market datum. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go to the next step.
Oh,
65. Yeah.
okay.
No, no,
Okay.
Newman, if you have any questions, now is a good time.
Well, I was just gonna look at this again. Like it's
Yeah,
just
go
gonna
ahead.
fit this. It's got to have a price and it's got to have a seller. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but we haven't yet. Yeah, I mean, yeah. See, in line 63, it is making sure it has like those two fields.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
yes.
And
So
because of this expect, if it breaks this, then it fails. Then it's sort of like, oh no, it
Exactly.
doesn't have what it needs. Okay.
yes,
Exactly. So
yes,
in 62, if it is not inline datum, it breaks.
Yep. Yep. That's
yes,
all that's doing. It's just like, is this datum inline datum? Yes. Go. Is this datum market datum? Yes. Keep going. And then it traces in 65. And it's just it'll spit out editing price two, and then here you go. That makes sense because that's English. It just says it takes this because you read these backwards. It takes this the price from the new datum, which is this guy, which was this
mm-hmm.
guy, and then it makes it
A string,
it takes it from an integer into a string. It
to a
converts
string,
this
yes,
integer into the string. So
yeah,
for instance, it's got a little example there. It goes 42 and it'll just make a string of 42. So this should tell us that the new price in the string when we do the Aiken check.
Correct. So
All
this is the
right, all right.
updated price for it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Updated price, new datum, which is this incoming datum. Yeah. Okay, okay. So check the new datum values and the signature. Okay, and then this is our final little check that the seller is equal to the D seller, which is this dude way up. Oh, wait a minute.
Line 23.
Ah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you read that line in simple English? What is it saying? Not 23, but like your final check at the bottom.
Yeah, 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 yeah. In simple
72.
English, yeah,
Hmm.
in simple English is uh the new datum equal to the old datum.
Is it?
No, wait a minute. The two equal. See, this is this. Oh man.
Okay,
Uh,
so I think,
it's a Boolean. This is just a Boolean.
yeah.
Okay.
It's not an assignment variable. This is a Boolean, like yes or no. Is this equal? And it's just if it is, it's true. If it's not, it's false. It's a Boolean operator.
Okay.
And
So yeah,
so, yeah.
I think we're checking like that new datum, right? So
Hmm.
the new datum, the because we are changing the datum to something different from the old datum. In the new datum, the
Right.
information contained in the new datum will be different from what was in the old datum. So we're checking to verify that okay, is the information now, which is the seller and the price,
Yes.
that's what we're trying to
Yeah.
check. Like, are they correct? So d.seller is the seller that we put in at the datum. Scroll up here.
Yeah, this guy.
So
Go up
in
a little bit
simple
more.
English, what it is saying is
Yeah.
the
So
guy original seller,
yes.
is that the same as the new seller?
Yes.
The seller section of the datum, has it changed or not? It is saying it shouldn't change. Now let's look at the price section of the datum. What is this saying?
We're confirming if the price is the same with the price specified in the datum, like the price in the new datum, right?
Why doesn't it say? Why
No,
doesn't it
wait,
say
no, no,
D
no.
dot
It's
price
not
here?
this price. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
This
now
is
We are
73 is
confirming
important.
if
Like what is
yeah,
happening here? Like can you read 73? Where is the price coming from?
yeah, yeah. Okay. It's coming from 45, Abby.
yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's from 45. So is the price that that we're passing in, or I don't know. I don't really think
No, it is actually pretty simple. It is saying, so when we have created the embedded price, right?
Hmm.
yes.
We are making sure is the final price exactly what we want it to be. The
Oh,
updated price, is
yes.
it what we want it to be? Because we already put in the price when we are putting this redeemer. We are saying, hey, we want the price to be this much. It is just for us
Oh,
to check,
yeah,
hey,
correct.
is my price correctly updated?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so the last one, last line, 74.
Whew. Man, here we go.
List dot as transaction dot extra signatories d dot seller. So I think I'm familiar with this. So we're saying um okay, list dot as, right? Okay, figures out whether a list contains the given element. So we're checking if the extra signatories in the transaction um right? We're checking if the seller's verification key hash is part of the transaction signatories. That means we're checking if the seller himself has signed the transaction if I'm correct. I think that's my,
No,
yeah.
that is perfect. That is
So,
Yep.
exactly right.
yeah,
Because the seller is the only person that can update the price, right? If I'm selling an NFT, I
yes,
am the only person that should be able to update the price, and that's exactly what this is doing. Is my
Yep.
signature one of the signatures in the transaction? Or maybe it could be the only signature in the transaction,
Right. Right.
you know?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I think this was great, guys. Like you guys did like
Yes.
fantastic. Like,
Yeah, that's finally, yeah, that actually, thank you, thank
Mhm.
you, thank you, thank you, because it does feel like we got through, like figuring out this code, uh, not superficially, just sort of going over it, but digging down, not getting into rabbit holes. We got through the whole thing. This was a great session.